Right, good afternoon everybody and welcome back to another edition of Thai Talk with Dan, the channel where we share about your Thailand stories. And today we've got something a little different. Now for the past few years, many guys have asked, how do I find a nice Thai girl? Now obviously you're not going to be able to do this by hooking up with a freelancer or a bar girl, so that is a big no-no. This is also a subject that I try to avoid because if I give you the wrong advice or even the right advice, there are no guarantees that it's going to work out, and I don't want to be the guy that you blame it all on. However, this guy today has some great tips, especially if you're using the online dating apps in order to find a Thai woman. So without further delay, let's jump straight in because he does have some good tips and it will help some of you guys find someone that's not going to bleed you dry. So without further delay, let's jump into today's Thailand story with a lot of tips. Hello Dan, I have been a subscriber of your channel for around 18 months. I found your channel accidentally as YouTube algorithm recommended your videos, probably due to me watching similar channels like, for example, Thailand Bound. Now I like to listen to Thailand related stories when I am walking or just hanging out in my apartment. The topic of this post is how to find a normal girl who is actually girlfriend material using dating apps in Thailand. So bar, massage, freelance girls are totally out of the picture, as those broads you can just pick up by showing the contents of your wallet. Now just a little background about myself. I'm around 50 years old and I am from one of the Nordic countries, and I started to travel in Thailand in 2012 when my friends was asking me to join his adventure in, wait for it, Pattaya. Now I really like Thailand. So after a few tourist trips, I pursued some possibilities to live in Thailand for a longer period of time. And I found out that there are only a few possibilities as I was only 40 years old at the time. I also had to generate money. So working was the only possibility for me. For the foreigner, there is a limited amount of jobs that you can do legally in Thailand. I was hired by a telemarketing company as I had some sales experience. They offered a work permit and permission to stay. So off I went and stayed in Thailand until COVID hit. Now I did have a girlfriend at the time, but I met her in real life and not online. We had a breakup during COVID as I had to stay in my home country. I had another relationship too, but it also failed. I know why it failed and I'm learning about my mistakes. And this is why I want to share my knowledge with other guys. Maybe you don't have to learn everything the hard way like me. Now I'm a relationship guy who wants to have a girlfriend. So before I came back to Thailand, I started to search for women from Thai friendly. Link below. Now to be honest, it's kind of hit and miss if you don't know how that stuff is working. So here are my pro tips using Thai friendly as effectively as you can, and also some tips on how dating and relationships are working in Thailand. I'm currently living in Pattaya, so it's hard to find ladies who will fit my profile, but I have had some success anyways. Number 1. Using the app, the free version and not premium. You can use Thai friendly app in your phone or in your web browser. Both ways have some pros and cons. I mainly use a web browser as there is one trick to reach the maximum number of ladies. So I'm using a web browser add-on called Easy Auto Refresh that will refresh your Thai friendly main page. For example, every 60 seconds. What that will do is log you in every 60 seconds, which means you are always at the top on the main page, and all the ladies can see your pictures when they open the app and probably will click it to see more. Now, if your profile is 1053 on the list, nobody will click your profile as it's very hard to come by it. Also, browser version shows you which ladies you already have clicked. Now, I use the phone app only to see the ladies who click they are interested. Phone app will send you a notification of this, but in the browser version, you can't see them when using the free version. I would not recommend paying for this app. Free version limits you from sending messages only once per 10 minutes. But that is not a problem, as you should move to chat online or WhatsApp anyways, ASAP. Now, if you pay for the premium access, free users cannot send you the messages. But you can send messages to other premium members and see some stats, which are not important, at least for me. So if you follow my tactics, never pay for premium access. It will only make your search harder. Number 2, bucket list. Before creating your profile, you have to create a bucket list of what you want for the lady. For example, like this. Area, Chonburi Province. Age range, 35 to 45. Height, weight range, 145 to 160 centimeters, 45 to 60 kilos. No kids, except if the kids are living with their grandparents. Line of work she does at the moment. This is for defining how much free time she will have to spend with you. Some ladies work 9 hours a day, 5 days a week, and others 12 hours almost every day. Some may work online at home, so they work maybe only a few hours per day. I like my girlfriend to have at least 1 day off every week. The capability to speak English using translators is really lame for me, and even though I'm now learning Thai at school, I'm not yet able to communicate in Thai properly. I recommend anyone who visits or lives in Thailand to at least learn some basic Thai. Now, when you have finished your list, publish the main points of your list in your profile and select some good pictures of you, including a full body picture. And it really doesn't matter if you are a fat, ugly bee, but it certainly helps if you are a handsome man like me. Joke. Now, when you check their profiles or chat with them, just ditch everyone who doesn't match your bucket list at least 80%. If you have 5 things in your bucket list, at least 4 have to be matched. You don't have to give up your bucket list, as you are the catch, not them. Number 3, messaging with ladies. My overall strategy is not opening the chats with ladies. They will contact you if they are interested. I'm not browsing the ladies actively, as my browser trick is doing that for me. Sometimes I see some lady there and her profile is matching. I may send a message with my line and WhatsApp info if they want to open the chat. If not, I don't care, as there are plenty of fish in the sea. Don't message bomb any lady. That shows that you are desperate, and it's a major turn off. Now, as I told you already, when contact has been done, move away from Thai friendly as fast as possible. Give them your contact details and continue online or WhatsApp. Let them send messages first, like good morning or how are you today or similar. Don't be overly eager, even if you think you are talking with the lady of your dreams. Let them chase you and think that you are the jackpot and worthy of the chase. Now, at this point, I can give some advice about how your overall attitude should be in Thailand if you want to have a successful relationship here. You have to ditch your Western mentality about the roles of women and men. Euphemism, Dan, don't say the word in YouTube videos, as it is a trigger word. It doesn't play any role in Thailand. Men have a certain role and women have another role. Pretty old-fashioned stuff for us foreigners. If you are behaving like a traditional nice guy in the Western world, you are either an ATM or a doormat, or both in Thailand. Women will crush you after they have got most of your money. I guess you have heard a lot of these stories on here on this channel. Don't be that guy. Now, the men are the ones who are expected to make decisions about almost everything. If you ask the ladies about something, they usually say, up to you. So you have to make the decisions. If you can't make them, you are in the wrong country. Number 4, meeting with the ladies. Now, if you want to go on a date, just propose what you want to do, and they will usually happily accept when they have time to meet you. Don't meet for the first time in your apartment or property, as you have no idea if the lady is a mental case or not. It can be painful to remove her from your apartment if things go pear-shaped. One of the things you should do before meeting her is to have a video call to verify that she is the person presented in the photos on Thai Friendly. Now, if the lady on the day is not drinking, it is better to do something else than going to a bar. Here in Pattaya, there are a lot of things to do or see. For example, Viewpoint in Pratamnak Hill has a nice coffee shop and a beautiful view over Pattaya Bay. You can have a coffee there and then go for lunch or dinner after. Another great place is the beach bar when the sun is setting down, if your lady likes to have a few drinks. You can eat some dinner and have a few drinks and see the beautiful sea view with the sunset. Most of the ladies will be very happy after that. Now, my most successful place to meet is my condo's rooftop pool, which has a sauna too. Thai ladies surprisingly love saunas and swimming in the pool. For this, they wear a swimming suit, so you can check what lies beneath their clothing too. Now, a note here. I will never meet any lady who will use provocative clothing out in public. The ladies I meet usually wear loose t-shirts and shorts or nice dresses. This, of course, after you went for a first date and you have approved her for a second date, as she had to come to your room for a shower and change of clothes. There is also a possibility for some bedroom aerobics.
Sexy time. Yeah.
Now, I do usually go at least 3 dates before having any action of that kind, as I'm really looking for a girlfriend, not some pump and dump type of stuff. Even if a certain lady is not for me and she is actively offering the possibility of aerobics, believe me, I have rejected some ladies who only want to have fun and they have been amazed and not in a good way. But men have to keep in line with their principles, even if that sometimes can hurt someone's feelings. One of the odd things is that the lady may appear with her friend as a chaperone. This is nothing unusual, so don't think too much of it. It's not a scam to get her friend some drinks and food. You should question that only if the same thing happens after the first date. Now, men's roles on the dates is definitely to pay. Even if she wants to pay for something, just pay for everything. Ladies sometimes test if you are skint or not. Thais have traditional values and men should pay. Now, you don't have to pay, for example, her taxi, but what you do together, you pay, period. Now, at this point, I'm using some time to tell you about the mindset you should have before you are meeting with Thai ladies. Thais are very open and sociable people, and I like to joke a lot. Sometimes I have a difficulty to understand if they are joking or not, and the common tactic is to turn something into a joke. If they see something that they have said and it's not getting a good reception. If you are an introvert, it's not a good start. There are some people like that in Thailand, but not as many as in the West. Thais are familiar to be in large groups of people and they can be social with strangers in seconds. If you can do the same, it would be a great help for you. I had to learn this in everyday life by smiling and saying hello to every lady I meet in the street and having a chat with every 7-Eleven clerk when shopping. If you are a silent dude playing with his phone, it's not going to be a great success for you. Now, some more traditional stuff, which actually is true. Also, you guys living in the Western countries, when ladies start to say or do some B you don't like, always check them and keep them in check. Believe me, they like this. Sometimes they are testing you to find some weak points. If you show weakness, they will take advantage of it, and more BS is to follow. Thai ladies like their man to be a leader and them to be a follower, as up to you is clearly showing you about this. This is called laying down the law. They have to know which things are acceptable and which things are not acceptable. When they know the limits, they feel safe and happy, and there is a minimum amount of drama. Real men hate drama and love peaceful living. As they say, men are very easy to please. They only need food, aerobics, and peace. Now, I am always telling the ladies of my expectations on the first date. I tell them what I can provide and what I expect them to do for me if we have a relationship. Don't ever lie about your money or your goals. It's always easier to tell the truth. This conversation has to be done as soon as possible when you meet a new Thai lady and you are getting familiar with her. If you have different goals and expectations, it's just a waste of time. Thais are not shy about talking about money and their own goals. Number 5, which every man needs, the red flags. Now, the red flags are very important to understand. There is some variance of red flags between different guys, but here is my list of red flags which put me off meeting someone or during the first date. Do not ever skip these warning signs if you want to meet decent ladies. If you ignore the warning signs, it is your fault if you get in trouble or you have some silly drama. When you look at the pictures in Thai Friendly, the following are my red flags: visible tattoos, bar in the background, massage shop in the background, overly sexy photos, pictures taken in the Western world and party pictures, for example, in the walking street nightclubs. These prevent me even communicating with the lady. They are usually professionals and they do not meet my bucket list. Now, if I would like to have paid fun, I have a ton of friends working in the bars and gentlemen's clubs who I can contact to have some quick fun. I'm not wasting my time talking with pros online. Now, red flags during the first date. If I see some of these red flags, there will be no second date. Excessive phone usage. My phone stays in my pocket. Only if someone calls me, I will pick it up. Otherwise, it stays in my pocket. Excessive alcohol usage. I like to party, but when ladies drink too much, there is usually drama expected. Physical touches and kissing publicly. This is not a part of Thai culture. If a lady wants to start touching or kissing publicly, she has been somewhere where that is okay, and that is not good for me. And I also count walking hand in hand in this category. I will never initiate this kind of stuff when we are out in public places. This stuff strictly belongs behind closed doors in Thai society. Excessive money usage. If she has expensive things like designer bags or the latest Apple products, she is probably too high maintenance for me, as I like to live a simple life and I do not care about those material things or showing off money. So anyway guys, I hope these points will help some of you. I know there are some tough pills to swallow, and you don't necessarily have to believe me, but I have found some success following these rules in probably the hardest city in Thailand in order to date some decent Thai ladies. Now, the brainwashing we have received in the Western world, probably our whole lives, will be the biggest problem when you date ladies in Thailand. You do not know how to act as a man in a traditional way. There is no toxic masculinity in Thailand. Now, don't be a jerk. Being a jerk is different though in Thailand. When Falang ladies say you are a jerk after you did something, that's probably something you should do in Thailand. In other words, when Falang ladies get offended, you have done something right. Actually, if I want, I could date some very nice ladies every day if that would be my thing. But it's too much work. I have my day job and I like to do my dude things with my mates. Ladies should be your least priority as a man. In that way, you don't have a huge pressure to find someone as soon as possible. When you don't care much about the ladies, they try to chase you. When you are chasing them, they are not interested in you. As said before, for quick fun, Thailand is a very easy place. Wherever you live, there are pros waiting for you. Don't waste your time trying to lure normal ladies for quick fun, lying about what you are looking for. It is easy to achieve, but there might be trouble ahead if you do that. And that is how to be a jerk in Thailand. Now, this is all I have to say about this topic. Feel free to comment and ask more questions if Dan will read this out someday. And today is that day.
I love money, my love. I love money, send me money.
Right guys, let us know what you think about these tips and this guy's story. This guy is in the trenches, he's battling it out in Pattaya and he's trying to find a girlfriend, which is one of the most hardest places in the world to find one. So this guy has had to be cold, calculated and savvy, and he's had to understand what Thai culture is all about, what the dating system is all about, what the Thai women expect you to be like, and how to act as a man, especially in a place like Pattaya, in order to find a girlfriend. He has some great tips about Thai friendly too. But everybody has different views and opinions, and if you would like to express them, please put them down below in the comments. And if you agree with what this guy has to say, please put that down in the comments. And if you don't disagree, explain why, and actually tell people rather than just being facetious in the comment section. Explain your reasoning behind it to help better educate guys. If guys can understand how to get away from the toxic Thai women if they want a girlfriend, and something like this helps them, then it's a great thing. So if we can disagree with things or agree with things, the comment section is a great place to speak about it to help guys stop simping here in Thailand and stop being used and abused by the wrong types of Thai women. There's a lot of Thai women nowadays that fake it to make it. They pretend they are not a bar girl or freelancer. They've never been with a foreigner before in their entire lives. But in fact, they've had thousands of foreigners. Or in fact, you see them on Beach Road every Thursday and Friday. Or they're working in a bar in Soy 6. So guys really need to be educated as much as possible, because Thailand is ever increasingly getting more popular and more popular. And it's a place for guys to retire or to live due to how damaged the West is right now. The cost of living is absolutely ridiculous. And guys are coming over to places like Southeast Asia. And of course, they want to get involved with women. So tips and tricks always help these guys out. Now, if you've got anything that you want to say and you want to be broadcasted on the channel, or you've got your own Thailand story that you want to share, then please get an email to thaitalkwithdan@gmail.com and I will share it on the channel. Apart from that, guys, it's Friday. Have a fantastic weekend. Look after yourselves, be well, and stop dating toxic Thai women. And do not get a girlfriend that's a bar girl or a freelancer. You're only going to get drama, and you're also going to get rinsed. Ciao for now, guys, and bye-bye.